Republicans and Democrats vying for their party's ticket for November's U.S. presidential election have been arriving in New Hampshire ahead of the next vote. Monday's caucuses in Iowa were won by Senator Ted Cruz for the Republicans and Hillary Clinton for the Democrats. Mr. Cruz prevailed despite trailing in opinion polls, while Ms. Clinton beat Senator Bernie Sanders by just 0.2%. New Hampshire is seen as a quite different challenge for the parties. The state's more moderate and less religious electorate may prove a tougher nut for Mr. Cruz to crack in the primaries it is due to hold on February 9. Donald Trump, long the frontrunner in the Republican contest, is expected to do much better than in Iowa, which held the nation's first vote. On the Democrat side, Mr. Sanders is seen as having a home advantage in New Hampshire over Ms. Clinton, being a senator of the neighbouring state of Vermont. Even before Ms. Clinton's narrow victory was announced officially, Mr. Sanders was up at 5 o'clock, 10 o'clock GMT, and aboard a flatbed lorry, being greeted by supporters in the New Hampshire town of Bow. Telling the crowd that his campaign had astounded the world in Iowa, he promised it would astound the world again in New Hampshire. In the same state, Ms. Clinton declared victory, saying she is so proud she is coming to New Hampshire after winning Iowa. "I've won and I've lost there, and it's a lot better to win," she said in reference to her loss in the state in 2008. Final results show Ms. Clinton took 49.8% in Iowa to Mr. Sanders' 49.6%, a difference of just 0.2%. Senator Cruz took 27.6% of the Republican vote to 24.3% for Donald Trump. In polling ahead of the vote, Mr. Trump had the advantage. Mr. Cruz declared his win a victory for courageous conservatives. However, the big surprise came from Senator Marco Rubio, who finished a surprisingly strong third with 23.1%, just slightly behind Mr. Trump. The results determine how the state's delegates will be allocated, which ultimately determines who will become their party's nominee. The state-by-state voting will culminate in conventions in July, at which the two parties will confirm their choice of candidate to succeed Barack Obama, the Democratic president who is standing down after 2 terms in office. From then, the nominees, and any third-party or independent candidates, will engage in high-energy campaigning until the final national vote in November. The winner will assume office in January 2017.